Are you a teacher who spends way too much time every week differentiating for your students? We know how important it is to differentiate for our students, but we also know that it takes a really long time to meet the needs of all of our students, especially in the planning process. I have 3 AI tools today. If you start using them, it will save you so much time each week to differentiate for your students. I highly recommend checking them out. The first tool is called Diffit. It is an AI tool that will generate resources for you based on the academic level of the scholars you're teaching. All you have to do is type in the topic that you're teaching and then choose what grade level you teach. For today's example, we're going to pretend that we're teaching about the American Revolution to a 7th grade class. So I typed in American Revolution, set it to 7th grade, and then hit generate resources. It only took about 30 seconds for all of my resources to be generated. If you look at the left-hand side, it will show you an overview of what was generated for you, and you are able to add different types of resources that you desire. If we go back and take a look, it provided a clear text on the topic that I chose, gave me a summary of it, and then it shows me all of the different resources that it created. If you scroll to the top, it allows you to adjust what academic level your students are performing at. So even if you're teaching a 7th grade class, if you have students who are performing higher at like an 8th grade level or below at a 6th grade level, you are able to take the resources that were just generated and change it to meet the needs of the students at their level. So if I have a bunch of students who are reading at a 6th grade level, I'm able to change this entire collection of resources to meet the needs of those 6th grade level students. So all I'll do is hit 6th grade, and it will regenerate everything to that level. And I'm able to export all of the different options that I created. That way I'm able to differentiate however I need to. I do believe Diffit is aimed for middle school and high school teachers. I think it would be kind of hard to do with primary school, but if you're able to make it work, that's on you. It is a great resource and it is free. The next AI tool that we're going to talk about for differentiation is Magischool AI. I've talked about Magischool before. It is an all-around excellent AI tool for teachers because it provides you with almost 50 tools that you can use in the classroom to help with planning, prep, classroom management, etc. But there are a few in here that I think are really good for differentiation. The first one is academic content. You're able to have academic content generated for you on a level by level basis, which I think is similar to Diffit. You have to kind of regenerate it each time you want to do it for a different grade level of students, but it's still excellent. Same with the worksheet generator. You're able to create those different resources for the differentiated levels in your classroom. And there's so many more tools that you can use to differentiate. I could spend hours talking about Magischool. It's one of those that I highly recommend that all teachers should take a look at. And Magischool is free, so highly recommend checking it out. The last tool that I want to talk about today is probably the best for differentiation is Eduaide.ai. It's similar to Magischool in a sense where it provides you with a library of AI tools that you can use as a teacher, but there's a specific one called the Differentiated Instruction Assistant. So if we click on that, at the bottom, it'll ask you what you're teaching today and what grade level you're teaching. So for this example, I want to do food webs, and we are going to pretend that we're a 3rd grade teacher. So I'm going to hit generate. In less than 30 seconds, Eduaide provided me with a differentiated lesson plan on food webs for my 3rd grade students. If we take a look at this lesson plan, it gives me clear learning goals for all the students. And then it breaks down the learning objectives into 3 tiers. So it gives a tier 1 for beginner students, which would be your students who are a little bit behind grade level. Your tier 2 intermediate would be your on-track students. And then your tier 3 advanced would be your high-performing students. In the lesson plan, it also gives you ways that your students can demonstrate learning for each of the tiers. So it kind of gives you an idea on what activity each group of students could do that is at their ability level. And then as we go, it has all the different key components that you would need in your lesson plan. If you're looking at the top of the lesson plan, you are able to edit it. So you can add anything that you want, personal, specific information that you'd like to include on your lesson plans. And then you're able to export it so you can print it as well. This is just one of the tools that Eduaide offers, so if this one interests you, I highly recommend checking out the rest as well. I believe all teachers could benefit from using these AI tools and especially help save time for all of us as well. If you learned something new from today's video, or if it helped you feel a little bit more comfortable using AI, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. It really helps me out. I also created an AI starter guide for teachers. If you want to start learning a little bit more about AI and how to use it within the lesson planning process, I'll put the link down below, and it's also in my bio. If you're interested in something like that, please check it out. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below, and I'll definitely get back to you. Thank you.